Okay, yeah, sure. We've been talking a lot about Xbox lately, and for good reason. Though, if the following PS5 Pro and PlayStation 6 spec rumors are even half correct, then oh man, oh man, oh man. Welcome back to another Foxy Games UK news video. If you like the work I do here, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit notification, follow Foxy Games UK via X, formerly Twitter, at FoxyGames_UK. X being the most downloaded app in the world according to Elon Musk. Yeah, for more informative gaming news, rumor, opinion, and gameplay, all applicable links are available in this video's description. So yeah, onward we go. Rumors recap, PS5 Pro, everything we think we know so far. With Sony's own DLSS equivalent, that's deep learning super sampling, which is at the moment an NVIDIA graphics card's feature using AI to upscale game resolution, allowing devs to achieve higher graphical settings and frame rates on obviously weaker hardware. 56 compute units, but there's rumors it's still in the 30s. I mean, go watch Red Gaming Tech on YouTube if you want a more precise breakdown of all the jargon and lingo. I will not for one moment pretend I know what I'm talking about here. But you got the Trinity, not as in the, Trinity, the culmination of three key technologies. Super fast storage, that's hardware accelerated compression and decompression blocks, already an existing key PS5 technology, and you got accelerated ray tracing and upscaling. Architecture is allegedly RDNA 3, but it's taking ray tracing improvements from RDNA 4. Think about the PS4 Pro, how it borrowed from Polaris and Vega and all other technologies to combine into one lovely, juicy mid-gen upgrade, which I thoroughly regret buying now. So yeah, architecture, as I say, is RDNA 3 with improvements from RDNA 4. The BVH traversal will be handled by dedicated RT hardware, that's ray tracing hardware, rather than fully relying on the shaders, which is currently happening now. It will also include thread reordering to reduce data and execution divergence, something akin to the Ada, Lovelace, SER, and Intel Arcs TSU. With approximately 3,584 shaders, that's 224 TMUs and 96 ROPs. I don't know either. 16 gigabyte of 18 gigabytes per second GDDR6, that's 256-bit memory bus with a whopping 576 gigabytes per second memory bandwidth. Absolutely incredible stuff here for which I assume is going to be a $500 unit. The GPU frequency target is 2 gigahertz. Now this lands the dual issue T-flops in the range of around 28.67 T-flops peak. But you know, T-flops are not the whole picture these days. That's 224 TMUs, 2 operations, dual issue. If we ignore the dual issue factor, so we're looking at around 14.33 T-flops, which is some way more powerful than the current PS5. 50 to 60% rasterization uplift over Oberon and Oberon Plus, over twice the raw ray tracing performance. And the XDNA2 NPU will feature for the purpose of accelerating Sony's bespoke temporal machine learning upscaling technique. This will be one of the core focuses of the PS5 Pro, like we saw with checkerboard rendering for the PS4 Pro. As temporarily stable upscaled 4K output at higher, I repeat higher, than a 30 FPS is the goal. Now do remember, these are learnings that Sony have taken from the PS4 Pro, so you should look at the PS5 Pro as sort of a halfway step to the PS6. So a lot of the technologies will feature in PS6 and more in PS6, as they did with PS4 Pro leading up to PS5. We're looking at a September 2024 reveal, according to the post by Rhino. So there you go. That's the PlayStation 5 Pro as it stands. It's all rumor and conjecture. So don't say, oh, I confirmed it, Rhino confirmed it. We didn't confirm a damn thing. It's all rumor and conjecture. Just like every other piece of news I give you, I'll only say this is confirmed and happening for real, absolutely, if I am absolutely sure, and I will end up with no egg on my face. Not this year. So moving on to CCFtech.com. Headline is PlayStation 6 is planned to be the most powerful console of its generation. We hear that every generation, but there you have it. Sony is only considering AMD. Written by Francesco De Mayo, February 8th. As I say, WCCF Tech, full credit there. Sony is planning to make the PlayStation 6 the most powerful console of its generation. As such, it's not afraid to take as much time as needed to achieve the goal, and I really hope they do. I'm tired of this hopping over to new hardware. We're not even exercising, fully etching out, coding to the metal. Well, they haven't coded to the metal since the 90s, but coded to the metal to get all they can out of these systems. I think it's just a cop-out, really. When they run out of power or supposed power, they just release another console instead of finding skills and new ways and techniques to extract as much as they can out of existing hardware, which I really give credit and respect to Nintendo and all of its third-party partners for doing with the current seriously underpowered Switch. I mean, the things they're making that thing do at the moment, particularly Nintendo's first party, you got to agree with that. And that system is weak. It was weak before it even came out, let's be honest. So yeah, Sony is trying to make the PlayStation 6 the most powerful console it's ever made in any generation ever. And the new video shared by Red Gaming Tech this week really provides some updates not only to Sony's next generation system but also the PlayStation 5 Pro, while Sony has yet to announce its mid-generation refresh system even, that's the PS5 Pro. It seems more and more likely the console is indeed releasing as third-party partners and studios started receiving dev kits recently. Well, this isn't a confirmation, but the fact that dev kits are getting shipped out suggests that Sony is going through with its PlayStation 5 upgrade, which should be released later this year. But we're not talking about PS5 Pro, are we? We are talking about the PlayStation 6. The system has been in the works for around 1 year, so it's very, very early in its development cycle, and its specs like the CPU and RAM haven't even been finalized yet, though Sony is talking with different development studios as of now to tweak the system as it did with even the PS4. It spoke to many development studios so it could make a system, and it worked out for them. Well done to you, Sony, for doing that, listening to the development community. After all, they are the ones who are going to painstakingly create games on these systems with all of their limitations, which is almost assuredly going to be powered by AMD technology, as AMD is the only vendor Sony is considering, according to Red Gaming Tech, friend of the channel. This is somewhat new, as Sony was really talking with multiple vendors, including Nvidia, for the PlayStation 5 before settling on AMD. Remember, the PS3 was a partnership with Nvidia, so they've worked with them before. While the system specifications has really yet to be decided, Sony is set on making the PlayStation 6 the most powerful console of any generation ever in its lineup, and it's thus ready to take things slowly as the console's release window is said to be 2028, but I'd say 2029 just to be on the safe side. How this goal will be achieved remains unknown, but it's been said that the Japanese company is tripling down on ray tracing and path tracing. Path tracing is very difficult to do, even on the most powerful PCs. Path tracing. 4090s can't handle it in some aspects. Now, the latter not universally supported due to its massive performance costs, machine learning and AI, especially in regards to the NPC's interactions to offer innovative and advanced gaming experiences. But they say we don't know how Sony's going to do this, we don't know how Sony's going to do that. People forget two words: Mark Cerny. That man, he could make a 1.2 litre engine perform like a 3.5 litre engine, V6, V8, V12, make it happen. The PlayStation 6 is still far from release, and PlayStation 5 Pro is not even released yet, let alone announced. We have to take everything revealed in the video with a grain of salt. Even Red Gaming Tech will tell you that. Still, there are definitely some exciting times ahead. It'll be interesting to see how both Sony and Microsoft will handle their next generation of consoles. We've heard rumors that the next Xbox is actually going to be something like the Switch with a dock, portable dock, which I think is going to be majorly revolving around cloud gaming, because they're not going to get any next generation Xbox to run on a portable system that's going to look anything better than the Xbox Series X does today. I'm telling you that. I don't care what advances are made in technology. If it's going to fit into a small little unit, then that thing's not going to be very powerful unless the dock has all the power. Then that device that you walk around with is just going to be a cloud streaming device reliant on Wi-Fi. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think they should make a separate portable, as rumors are that Sony is making a proper portable, not PlayStation Portal, which is it's not even a cloud gaming device, it's just a streaming remote play device, which you can do on your cell phone. I don't understand all the hype for this PlayStation Portal. I can do the same thing on my cell phone. All I need is one of those backbone, console thingamajigs and stick my 7-inch, 8-inch, whatever inch tablet or mobile phone into that backbone thing. So you've already got remote play sitting in your back pocket. But yeah, I think Sony's definitely going to go for some type of proper full-on native portable device, even if it just plays PlayStation 4 games, because I told you more than 5 years ago that Sony were R&Ding, research and developing a device that would run, the next generation of games, whether that be PS4 enhanced on a portable or running PS5, piecemeal, as in, cloud. I said this 5 years ago. No one believed it then. I'm sure no one will believe it now. Even if Sony comes out and says, yeah, we're announcing a PlayStation PSP3 or 2 or whatever, we're announcing all of that, people will still say, I didn't say a damn thing about it. I made it up and I'm just lucky. I got lucky. I made a bunch of guesses and got lucky. How many times can a man guess and get things right? It's not possible. Just like I told you about Metal Gear long ago, before the PS5 even came out. I told you all about these games that Sony are resurrecting. I told you. And, people choose to believe what they want to believe. They go and believe, people believe that Microsoft's going to give up the hardware and their console and release everything on PS5. They believe anything. Anything. As I said in Wednesday's video, people stand for nothing, so they fall for anything. Simple as that. Have people arguing with me merely because I have no issue with Microsoft releasing all its games, or some of its games, whatever, on a PS5, just like I'd have no issue if games went from PS5 to Xbox, select games, whatever. I couldn't give a rat's tutu. I say put Helldivers 2 on the Xbox, but even Game Pass, pay Sony a ton of money, put it on Game Pass. Let's all play together. We need more unity in these streets. We need more. And look, let me tell you something. People are selling their Xbox Series X at the moment and Series S in droves. I'll tell you this. I told Mads, go follow Mads Gaming on Twitter, follow him on YouTube. I told Mads the same thing I'll tell you. Even if Xbox were to bow out of the game business tomorrow, I'd still find value in my Xbox Series X. If Xbox Series X games dried up overnight, I'd still find use for it as a retro game box. It'll be the most powerful retro game box you've ever seen. I don't follow these fools. Meanwhile, you got Xbox gamers just chilling, but the Xbots are down bad. And you hate to see it, because you'd think they'd have the most faith in the brand. But they don't. They jump ship, turn coats. It's ridiculous. People saying I never supported Xbox. You know what they said? I'm a Johnny come lately to Xbox. People are telling me on Twitter, replying to me, because they're butthurt. They're replying to me saying, oh, I'm just an Xbox tourist, and they don't know. What they don't know is I supported every Xbox console from its inception in the UK, going back to 2002. I support Game Pass Ultimate, even though I own all of the games that I want to play that are on Game Pass. Do you know why? Because I'm inherently lazy and I can't be bothered to switch discs on the Xbox. So I use Game Pass, so I don't have to get up and switch the discs. Yeah, it's costing me money, but also it's giving me access to, online, which I don't even use. It's my money. Don't be worried about another man's finances. Worry about your own home, you turnip. As I say, these people who think they've been supporting Xbox all these years, you're not special. You're not special. You're not special. I supported Xbox since 2002, the OG Xbox. But people like me are the minority. The overall Xbox fan base, or base, did not support Xbox IP in the way they should have, and chose cheap monthly subscription services over boxed games, whereas I purchased most of the games, most of the best games on the platform, and still sub to Game Pass Ultimate. You cannot argue with facts. I'm sorry. Sit down. You got people saying it's not fair. It's not fair. We should get games like God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2 on the Xbox if Xbox is giving its games to PlayStation. Fair? Fair? What are you like, 12? PlayStation doesn't have the same issues as Xbox. Why the hell should it put its games anywhere but on PS5, PC, mobile and cloud? PlayStation games on Xbox wouldn't bother me at all. Let me tell you that now, but PlayStation does not need Xbox, particularly given that Xbox gamers themselves didn't support Xbox the way they should have. Look here. I already own Halo Master Chief Collection on Xbox, and it's great. But if Xbox IP is indeed coming to PS5 and Nintendo Switch, I totally appreciate a Master Chief Collection on PS5 boxed retail, because Master Chief Collection went through so many patches and updates over the years. A feature-complete PS5 version on disc would sell gangbusters. Am I right? And also bring Gears Collection and Forza Horizon 5 to PlayStation also. If you're gonna do it properly. You got people like, what's his name? Oh man, I can't remember this dude's name because his name's not worth remembering. I think his name's MC Fixer. He's got a podcast called My Xbox and Me. Just by that name, you can see he's in love with the box. He sleeps with the box. The box is his life partner, his soul partner. He says on the IGN Unlocked Xbox podcast, and I quote, "I'm so upset. I'm so hurt. I feel so betrayed. It's a deep betrayal and I'm deeply hurt. All while wearing an Xbox sweater. Man the F up. What the hell is wrong with you, a grown man? Bearded and everything. Big old 6 foot tall titan of a man crying like a bitch." I watched the Xbox Unlocked pod, and it's sad to see. It's so sad to see grown men or a grown man saying Xbox has hurt me. The men of today are softer than ass paper. I purchased and sold the Xbox Series X and purchased the Xbox Series X again. I took my L's and the ridicule. To this day, people still bring it up. So effectively, I paid for the Xbox Series X twice, and yet you don't hear me crying like a bitch. And the only woman, big respect to Stella Chung, big up yourself, lady. The only woman on Xbox Unlocked, number 631 pod panel, and Stella has more logical, more thought out, and an emotional free take than MC Fixer. This is an embarrassing thing to watch. But Khalif put him in his place. Say, I don't get it. I don't understand your mental. I don't understand your mental. I don't understand the mentality. Ryan, Khalif, Stella, big up to you guys and girls. You made it bearable to watch. And 11 whole years later, and folks still blame ex-Xbox boss Don Matrick. And now they turn on Phil Spencer, who did what he could with the cards he was dealt. They relied so much, they put all their faith into Spencer. He's not a miracle worker. And these Xbox execs made a huge mistake being too nice and buddy-buddy, overly friendly with its fan base, following each other online, on Twitter, on X. And then now these Xbox people have turned on you because, there are no friends or very few friends in this business. You can't be buddy-buddy with the consumers like that. Xbox needs to fix its communication and stop buddying up with these people. Because these people will drop you like a hat. They don't really have an allegiance to nothing. They don't even respect themselves. They don't even respect themselves. You know? And people are picking on Tim Dog. Yeah, I know I ripped into Tim Dog, and I told him on Twitter I did. I said, I've said very unsavory things about you, not very flattering, but you a man, you can take it. And we cool. The fox is cool with the dog. But it's a shame that Tim Dog is getting all his heat just because he's seen the light. And all these fragile men attacking him with their estrogenic energy. You got too much feminine in you. Too much feminine, guys. There's too much feminine in you. Where's the man in you? People calling him traitor. People calling him traitor. And you PlayStation fanboys know better. Just because I enjoy Starfield, I still enjoy it. I'm just waiting for updates. And then I'll play it again. Just because I enjoyed Starfield and I repurchased an Xbox Series X, I'm a traitor. Now I'm a Xbox. You know, I left the ponyverse. Let me tell you something. I was never part of your ponyverse. I hate the word, and I won't use the word. I dislike the word. I shouldn't use the word hate. I dislike the word pony and Xbox. I use it as an example. Okay? Just as an example. You got these people lying, showing that they smashed up their, TV when they found out their 70-inch TV, when they found out that Microsoft might put games on the PS5, showing pictures saying there was 30 people in the room, and when you look at the TV in the picture, it's just like 12 inches bigger than the controller is. The Xbox controller, 70 inches. They must have measured the wall, just as my friend on Twitter said. They must have measured the wall. You can tell this is a man who lies about his endowment as well. You can tell he's a man that lies to women about his size. If you can lie about your TV, your panel, what else won't you lie about? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Look, man, you either love gaming or you don't. You either like gaming or you don't. You shouldn't have nothing, not a concern about where or what host hardware plays the game. Think I'm gonna trash my Xbox or any console I own over nothing more than a rumor? Damn you. Anyway, this has turned into another rant. Not expected, but I'm passionate. Hear the passion in me, people. I'm passionate about gaming. Though what say you? Let's continue the discussion cordially in the comments, as that brings us to the end of the video. Just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment regularly on videos, and you can help Foxy Games UK reach more gamers, so feel free to share the video. You may also want to consider supporting Foxy Games UK via Patreon because, well, we are family now. Link in the description, but that concludes our time together today. Until next time, enjoy your weekend, everybody. Consumers first, purchase box games, and play games, not corporations.